Hey guys, so today I'm just going to touch briefly on the different types of variables that you can use in C++. Um, so the four that I'm going to touch upon are called character, that's one of them. We're going to touch upon integers, we're going to touch on doubles, and we're going to talk about strings. So these four variable types are the main four that you're going to be using throughout your coding coding future. So there's not only four, but these are the main four that you're going to be seeing. So characters, we can say, represent any single character that you can type from your keyboard. So it can be anything from A, it can be B, it can be 4, it can be $sign, it can be bracket, it can be anything. But the way you represent it is you say, I'm making a variable, I'm going to name it Apple, and it's type character. And Apple is going to be set equal to the character A. So it's a single character, can't be two, can't be a number, it has to be a single character, and then end. Okay, awesome. So now on to integers. So integers, they're useful for any type of digit you want to track or add or manipulate in any way. So we'll just call this number. Okay, so integer number, we're saying that this variable number is of type integer and it is equal to 500 or 556. Okay, any number. Okay, just it can't be a letter, that doesn't make sense. It just has to be a number, and it can't be decimal. It has to be a full integer. Alright, moving on to double. So double fills in what integer lacks. It takes care of any floating point or decimal number, anything that's not an integer. So we'll call this decimal, and we're saying that this variable that we named decimal, we could name it anything. We could name it elephant if we want to. We could name it dog bone. So this double called dog bone is set equal to 5.1278, okay? And just to keep it simple, say it's 5.5, okay? So this variable called dog bone is of type double, and it's set equal to 5.5. That's all this is saying. Pretty simple. Awesome. Okay, so now this takes care of single characters, full numbers or integers, and then decimal numbers. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, okay, awesome, but like how do I keep track of, or how do I implement a full sentence at a time, or someone's name, or anything more than just a single character? That's where strings come into play. Okay, so strings aren't by default embedded into the C++ language. So you're gonna have to tell your C++ language that you want to include this string library by saying pound include. So you're including a library called string, and you're going to be using that throughout. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to set up the rest of the program so we can run this. So I'm going to pound include iostream. I'm going to say using namespace std. I'm going to set up my main function. With my return 0. Cool. Okay, so this string, we're going to call it sentence1, and we're going to set it equal to, this is the end. Okay. This is the end. That's our first sentence. Awesome. So notice that this is signified by double quotations on both sides of this sentence. I can have anything in here. I can have numbers, I can have exclamation marks, anything. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anything that I can type on my keyboard can go in there. Cool. Now we're going to see out this. We're going to see out Apple. We're going to see out a space. We're going to see out number. See out another space. We're going to see out dog bone. going to see out another space, and finally end it with seeing out our sentence 1. Cool. Okay, and what this is going to do, I'm going to show you over here what this program would be outputting. All it's going to do is say, okay, we're creating all these things, we're saying them equal to everything here. Now we're going to see it all out. So we're seeing out apple, so we're going to get an A, we're going to get a space, we're going to get our number, which is 556, we're going to get another space, we're going to see out our dog bone, or our decimal number we made, called 5.5, and then we're finally going to see out sentence 1. This is the end. Awesome. And that's our program. So hopefully now you have a better understanding of the different variable types that C++ handles and most other programming languages. You see how to use them, you see the limitations, what can be done by one, what can't be done by another. Yeah, and the syntax. Note that dog bone, you can also say it's just declared as the integer 5, but really the compiler will convert that to 0.00. It'll just convert it to a decimal. So integers for doubles are fine, but vice versa, decimals for integers are not okay. No, does not work. So just like that. Awesome. Okay, thanks guys. And just like I said before, follow, like, subscribe, comment anything you want to see, anything you want to know, any questions. If you have any video requests for myself to make or teach you how to do something, just ask it below. And I'll be releasing my next video in the next couple of days. So just follow along. All right.